days into my journey, and I'm ready to go down to the Titanic.
One for all and all for one.
With all systems go, with fellow passengers cheering me on, I enter Mir 2. I'm now in the hands of the awesome launch crew I've seen in action during the past 2 days. Beneath Mir's orange-colored protective shell is a 6-foot diameter sphere, the strongest shape known to science. The walls are 1.5-inch thick nickel steel, more than enough to withstand the 3.5 tons per square inch pressure we'll be under down at the Titanic.
That's it. That's it, the water. Wow. Wow.
For the next 10 to 12 hours, my life will be spent crammed inside Mir 2 with wires and equipment, Russian pilot Viktor Nishita, and British comedy writer Brian Cook.
The humidity in here has got to be close to 90 degrees, which means 10 more degrees it would rain.
Yeah. As we go deeper and deeper, it's eerie to think we're sinking in the very same waters Titanic did 88 years ago.
Yeah. I can see the ground.
Yeah.
I can see the ground.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I do too. Look at that.
This is the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Can you believe this? Wow, this is like exploring underwater.
This is Titanic.
This is Titanic?
Yes.
Minutes later, appearing from behind swirling clouds of white flecks, a towering Titanic wall of rusting riveted steel. Look, it's straight ahead of us, Brian. Straight ahead of us.
Wow.
It's huge. The Titanic split in two before sinking. This is the front half, the bow, with its famous railing.
This is so eerie. Doesn't it just look like a ghost? It's hard to believe we're here face to face with the, at the time, largest moving object ever built in the world.
Here, where the name Titanic once was, nothing but these stalactites called rusticles. We're not sure, though, that they're rust. We believe they might be made from the excrement of bacteria that eat metal, believe it or not. Higher up, we pass along the first-class promenade.
Boy, look at that. It looks like the sockets of some skull. The empty eye sockets of some old skull, don't they?
For 13 years now, salvagers have been picking at the Titanic wreck site. Near the first-class elevator, I'm saddened to see some of their garbage, a net. And as we fly over Titanic's foremast, evidence of their botched attempts. That mast used to have a crow's nest, but when they did try to take it away, it just kind of broke into two and fell. So they didn't get it, and we don't get to see it. Everybody loses. About halfway into the dive, we approach an emotional high point. This is the captain's bridge that's emerging here. Captain Smith stood as the ship sank. And so the story goes, right? I imagine how horrified Captain Smith must have felt to lose so great a ship and so many lives. 1,500, dozens of them children. Leaving the bow behind, we fly towards the stern, the second half of the Titanic wreck. Interestingly, when the stern sank, it did a somersault and landed upside down almost a half-mile away from the bow. As we approach, we're suddenly caught up in a strong underwater current that pushes us towards the stern's 21-ton starboard propeller. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that thing. Oh my, look at the blade. It's still clean, like it's brand new. It doesn't have rusticles over it like most everything else does. But when we try to back out...
Oh boy, I felt a little bit of a boom, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at these things.
Oh my God, look at the size of these things.
Oh my gosh, so are we stuck or what?
As this graphic shows, we appear to be somehow wedged alongside the giant propeller beneath the wreck of the upside-down stern.
And he's trying, I guess, to back out, but we're still feeling this real scraping sound. And as you can see, the whole view is clouded by this rusting metal.
It's frightening. We are totally still. We're underneath the stern of the Titanic.
After half an hour, Victor's incredible piloting skills and cool-headed attitude win the day.
We're out? Oh my God. Thank God.
I don't think I've ever been so glad to leave anything behind except maybe my teenage years.
In the little time we have left, we glide over what's known as the debris field. Objects that rained from the Titanic as she cracked in two and nosedived to the bottom of the Atlantic. At 5:05 p.m., we're ordered to the surface. 4.5 hours ago, at the bow, Brian and I had begun our journey with silent prayers. Now, as we ascend, my mind swirls with the ghostly images left behind.